What is up, everybody? Welcome back to Team Fish Knuckles YouTube channel. This is part 2 of the States question answer video, and this time it's with Team Fish Knuckles people. And if y'all just want to introduce yourself real quick.
I'm Dustin Parker.
I'm Justin Aaron.
Sorry. I'm Samantha.
God.
Oh, I was doing the alphabet in my head real quick.
In the last one, we had like an alphabet. Somebody brought an alphabet up so we could see whose name was next. So,
That's nice.
Okay, well, I'm Samantha Martin.
I'm John Collier.
I'm Leslie Robertson.
And I'm Randall Robertson.
Okay, very sweet. So the very first question is, what is the worst deck that will win at States this weekend? And we'll go with Dustin first.
The worst deck?
Yeah.
Oh, that's a tough one. I'm hoping that a Camerupt player comes in there, just Camerupt ZX all over some stuff with the Team Magma Camerupt that just came out. That'd be pretty cute.
Wait, is that even legal?
So.
No.
Okay.
You're
That's
real
why
bad.
it's the worst. Nobody catches it until the end. That's why it's the worst.
Yes, exactly.
I knew what you were going for.
Or Embor Camerupt, I guess, legally.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Yeah.
Okay. So, Leslie and Randall, what about y'all?
The worst thing?
Whatever deck I'm playing. It means it's a terrible deck, but I also won a States. So.
Okay. So,
Yeah.
I don't know.
great answer, Leslie.
So,
Wait, what'd you say?
What about the Groudon Wailord deck that you did that profile on recently?
Alright, maybe, yeah. Alright, Justin, what about you?
Like, bad as in, like, it's bad cards, or bad as in, like, everybody hates it?
Bad is
Or
like
worse?
bad cards, but could probably win a tournament. How about that? I don't know. He didn't give that much of an answer.
Okay, so, like, bad as in, like, okay, Camerupt DX and Mega Man Extra DX.
Okay,
I'll go with that.
John
Okay.
Smith.
Wish Cash.
Nice.
Just take Executor Dragouge minus Executor, put in Wish Cash, even with the grass energies, because it takes a colorless energy. There. You won't see it coming. You won't see it coming, and then you're like, oh shit, I can't attack. Or a retreat.
Nuts.
Squeaky can bleep me out.
It's too much work. Too much work. I'm not going to. It's too much work. If it happens, it happens, kids. Alright, Samantha.
Okay, I'm gonna go with the other interpretation of bad, as in, like, just annoyingly good kind of bad, and I'm gonna say Blastoise Keldeo. So,
Okay, okay.
okay.
Alright, so the next question is, how much skill does it take to play Donphan to a successful finish? And we'll go to Justin Aaron.
Well, considering I won a cities with it, I wouldn't say too much skill. But I guess, like, if you're playing with Groudon, you just kind of got to know how to keep your bench not clogged up with just useless stuff. Hawlucha's still really good, and Robosubs, obviously, but how many Donphans you want, when you drop the Groudon, when to Primal Evolve, when to focus on powering up Primal Groudon instead of just going with Donphans. I mean, I feel like there is skill. Like, it's a lot more simple than, like, Version, but it's not too difficult.
Alright. So, what's the hardest deck to play correctly in today's meta? And we'll go with you, Dustin.
The hardest deck. Honestly, it might be some Seismitoad variant, like, that has to have a lot of tech cards in it, that kind of varies person to person, because you can't really net deck that kind of thing.
Mm-hmm.
It's something you just have to, like, build based upon who you are as a player. So, depending on if you have the right things that works for you, it could be, that much easier or that much harder for you to pilot.
Okay. So, I guess we'll go to the next question to Randall and Leslie, since Randall actually runs the league. What do you think the next rotation will be? Example, like boundary across to X and Y.
I'm hoping and I'm expecting X and Y on. I don't see why they would keep any more of the plasma stuff around. We've had it for a long time. Then you've got legendary treasures, which would be awful if they just rotated LTR on, because you'd see pretty much all the same stuff again. So I think they're setting us up for X and Y on. We've kind of got a bad mix now with like how like Laser and Verbank and stuff is comboing with Seismitoad. So I think they're just wanting us to like sweat it out and then get through X and Y on where Seismitoad won't be as bad, and Landorus won't be there either.
Okay. What about you, Leslie? What do you think?
I mean, I agree. I mean, I help run the league, so we basically have the same opinion on the matter.
Oh, you can't say that, though. You have to give your answer.
That is my answer. It's the same answer. I would be repeating what he said.
This is also
Okay.
the only time she's ever going to say she agrees with me on everything.
You got it on film, Randall. You got it on film.
Alright. So the next question would be to John and Samantha. What would be good in X and Y rotation, and what would be missed?
You know, I'm kind of looking forward to In being out. You might miss it sometimes when you want to in your opponent to one so you can have a comeback, but I think it's going to be healthy that In won't be around. I'm waiting for these new supporters in the next set. It seems like it's going back to a 2009 format where you've got supporters that search out 3 Pokemon, evolve a Pokemon you just played down, stuff like that have more effects than just some kind of a draw.
Mm.
So, looks like it's going to slow down a little bit. So I'm excited about that.
Okay. Samantha, what about you?
Yeah, honestly, I haven't really looked at rotation or anything yet, but I'd have to agree with N. Yeah, going out. So.
Okay. So this next question is, what's your to-go order at Chipotle? And whoever wants to answer, just go ahead and do it.
I've never been to Chipotle. I don't know.
Most Southwest girls is better.
I'm just going to drive to the next available restaurant.
Lucas?
Yeah.
Ooh.
Yes.
Next
Jimmy
question.
John?
Yeah. Swanky's is better.
Dang, nobody,
Yeah.
no love for Chipotle.
They don't have enough. They don't have enough on the menu, and it's all overpriced.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Doesn't make any sense.
All right, Dustin,
Yeah.
what about you? You gonna help us out?
I've only eaten there one time. It was pretty good, but I had the pork burrito, so I guess I'd have to go with that.
Okay.
But
So pork burrito. Okay.
Yep.
What do y'all think the meta will look like this weekend? And we'll go with Justin first.
Oh God. Play stuff that I can beat because I want to get top 8 and get my invite. So that's what the meta needs to be.
So what is that?
Everybody should play Versus Genesect. But I mean, but if you look at it, like, but for real, like last week, Night March won, Summit Aromatisse won, Executor won, and Seismitoad Manectric won. Like that's all so dumb. Everybody just play Virgin. That's what it should be. Kill the Toad.
I agree. I'm going to play Virgin.
clearly,
Alright, but the question is, what do you think the meta will be?
I think there's gonna be a lot more Toad, and it's gonna be awful. But I think there's gonna be a lot of Executor too. So it's like, do you want to play supporters or do you want to play items? I don't know.
Mm.
Like I would love to see like more primal stuff, but then it would be like that Groudon Dusknoir deck, which is stupid and really broken. But I think there should be more Toad this week than there was, I guess, last week. But there was only 4, so
True.
I think it'll be Toad and eggs.
Alright. And then the others, I'm gonna put y'all in together since y'all all from Nashville. Y'all have the since States is in Nashville and not in Memphis. What do y'all think the meta will be? Y'all can just fight over who can talk next.
Well, it's kind of hard because we all have 2, 3 decks built all the time, and none of us are playing the same deck as each other.
Mm-hmm.
So, really hard to say. I'm not sure actually what they're doing at the Franklin League. I'm sure there'll be a couple people to do Night March. I know there'll be a couple Toad, couple Eviltal. No one's shown Genesect yet. So, who knows?
Okay. What do you think, Samantha?
Well, I agree. I mean, like you said, we're all playing different decks. Yeah, it's up in the air up here.
All right.
I feel like
No,
like Tennessee usually stays pretty true to like the oldies and the goodies essentially. So I'm expecting a lot of Virgin, simply because everyone has the stuff for Virgin, by now. So and it's kind of like the fallback, the autopilot deck, and because of all the Seismitoad, because of like the recent success of Seismitoad, Keldeo, Blastoise. Groudon even, people are going to feel like it's more of a safe play, so they may default to it. Seismitoad's still going to be around. It's just a matter of how many of the Seismitoad players might get scared off by the Virgin players.
Mm-hmm.
And then Evital is always going to be around as well. It's just kind of just the one that's been around a while. So those will be the top three. Those are the top three I'm expecting. So it's just a matter of the others, I guess.
Yeah, I think Dark will definitely be around, and then I have a soft spot for fairies, and I know a couple other people that do as well that I think will be at state, so we might see a couple of fairy decks as well.
Okay. Yeah, there were 3 fairies at League tonight. So.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's probably more fairies than anything here.
Yeah, and usually at past events, like Dark has always been like really popular here. So I expect like a lot of like Darkrai Seismitoad variants, as well as just like maybe Virgin. That seems to be pretty high, but hopefully not too many, and hopefully not too many Toads either. But it's just wishful thinking. But of course, I think those are going to be like the top 3 things that we see here.
Okay. So we've talked about the Groudon Dusknoir deck just a little bit. What is your opinions on it? And we'll go with Dustin first since you went last.
Okay. I have not seen it quite yet. I've been told about it today. From what I understand, it's very tanky, of course, and I mean they seem to have pretty decent time setting up. I think that's, correct me if I'm wrong, they don't use rare candy because they just know it's slow anyways. So I don't know. It'd be interesting. I just have to see it being played out, or like the full list of it to really see. But hopefully we don't see too many of that.
And what do you think, Justin?
God, like I watched the video today of the interview, and I just stopped it because I was just like, oh my Jesus! Like it's so good. I mean. Like, I guess Landorus Crobat or just some, like, Crobat thing could beat it just because you can get past the Focus Sash. But, you're never one-shotting it. Like, 95% of the time, you're not going to one-shot it. And it's just like, okay, sorry.
Mm-hmm.
You're going to lose.
Yeah.
So what about you, John Samantha?
Sounds a lot like the deck I played for Fall Regionals, Mega Heracross Dusknoir, same kind of strategy, and it didn't work out too hot for me. I'm glad it worked out better for him. I did try to do the rare candy thing. I just, never happened for me. But I would like to go against it, try my hand at it.
All right.
I mean, yeah, I would like to see what it's like to play against it. Like, I haven't seen the list or anything yet, but it sounds like if it gets set up, that it's just impossible to beat. So it sounds intense.
Okay. What about you, Randall, Leslie?
You're going to have something to hit it hard and hit it fast. Lambats, I guess, like Justin said, is probably the best go-to against that deck. And then from there, really, I don't know. Justin's oh god, and the freeze there is exactly what I thought upon watching the interview and seeing the deck and everything. It's just it's interesting. I'm gonna hope that it doesn't make too many appearances this weekend.
Okay.
On a side note, my cat decided to jump in my lap, so everybody say hi to Stash. But like Sam, I haven't really got to look at the list or anything, but I know anything with Dusknoir is going to be annoying as heck, so have fun.
That's very true. Alright, so the next question is, what is the least risky deck to run right now in this format? And we'll go with John and Samantha first.
Anything with Toad?
Yeah, Toad. Toad, Eviltal, Garbodor, I guess.
Yeah,
It's always consistent.
Toad Garb. Toad, yeah.
Yep.
I
Okay.
think would be the least risky.
Randall and Leslie?
I don't even think you need Garbodor with that match. I've played Evital Seismitoad online quite a bit, and it works. It's 50-50 against pretty much everything at worst. Manectric, of course, will give you some problems if you're not playing your Shadow Circle or whatnot. But as far as just consistency and being able to find at least a favorable matchup against whatever you're playing across from, I think that's the best, safest option.
Yeah, I have to agree with Dark and Toad. We actually kind of looked at it all and mapped it out at League the other night, and that was the deck that really had the most favorable matchups, or across the board against everything, the meta right now.
Mm-hmm. All right, Dustin, what do you think?
Honestly, I'm probably going to have to go with Toad Trick. Like, Seismitoad and Manectric are probably two of my favorite attackers right now. And, Garbodor just being able to shut down unfavorable threats. I mean, for me, it's just almost kind of my go-to kind of thing whenever I'm not sure what to play. It's like that and Verzi and Genesect. So probably either of those two would be pretty safe for me. But I think it comes down to call it as like a player in general and how, what deck you feel comfortable with playing overall. Okay.
And Justin, what about you?
I mean, I hate to sound repetitive, but like the safest play is Eviltal, Seismitoad, Garbodor. All you do is you set up with Toad, swing, and you just start pounding up Eviltal, and it's like, what are you going to do about it? It's the simplest deck to play, and it's really good too, so
okay.
I think that's it.
So, what is your favorite meme on the internet right now? Or just favorite meme overall? And we'll go with Dustin first.
Who?
Dustin.
I don't know, I really don't have a particular favorite. Let me think about it and come back to me.
Alright, Justin.
Sorry, I'm Googling memes right now. I know what it is. I'm just looking up
I got
the
mine.
best meme.
Okay, go.
The only one that I've really seen lately is the one that Sam made, and it's pretty great.
I have a picture. I have a picture of it. You want to see it?
Let me pull it up.
Yes.
Okay. I made this the other day, and I sing it all the time.
It's so
I
cool.
Toad hate hardcore.
It says, "You a stupid toad. You a stupid toad."
It's Nicki Minaj.
And it's Nicki Minaj. That's my theme song.
Okay. What about you, Randall?
Nah, I don't know any memes.
Ah.
Dead serious. I don't surf the internet enough to come
say it.
across many.
What's a meme?
You're talking to the guy who downloaded Skype like yesterday, so.
Well, at least you had a webcam.
Yeah. It's probably like older than Skype. I don't know.
Alright, John Smith, the favorite meme.
This is my favorite meme, and I tried to post it on Burbank, and someone took it down, and I had his permission. It's Lewis Thompson, good friend from Memphis. And I think we need more Pokemon memes, and it says, gets into one, draws in. Happened to me like 2 times consecutively against, who was it? Caitlin Young and Kentucky States. She had me to 1. She had 6 prizes. I was like, all right, 1 card. I drew in. Okay. And myself again. Drew in. And then she took all 6 prizes in like 3 turns and we tied.
Alright, Justin.
Okay, I really like the Velociraptor ones, and then like the one where it's Keanu Reeves, and he's like, it's the kind of conspiracy ones. I think those are really funny.
Okay. And Dustin, you're last. What's up?
Alright, I think I'll have to go with like the ones with Willy Wonka. If y'all know what I mean. So kind of like Beast one, if it's not backwards. So.
Okay. So, if you're driving to a state and you had your DS, what game would you be playing? So, whoever wants to go first, go ahead and say it.
I'd be playing Pokemon Y, because I just bought it. I just bought a DS and I just started playing the game. So, I still have to beat it. I only have like 4 badges, but I'm gonna get there.
Anybody else?
Come June, Lego Jurassic World or Jurassic Park.
Okay.
Yes.
I like
Either,
Mario Kart.
Either a Pokemon game or a Lego game. I have about 10 Lego games.
And Justin and
I'd probably do.
you good?
Sorry. I'd probably do Kingdom Hearts Dream Drop Distance. Enjoy.
Well, considering like 95% of the time I'm driving everywhere, so I don't get to play it.
I feel you.
I mean, I could, but it'd be a little dangerous. I bought Zelda a while ago, and I was gonna play it, but then I realized I hadn't beat Alpha Sapphire, and so I just beat that. And so I guess Zelda.
Okay. All right. So there's a big thing in these verbatim questions. It's the marry, bang, and kill. And the way we're going to do it here is we're just going to ask the guys. So just pretend that Leslie and Sam are here. So like if I ask Randall, you have to pick. You have to either bang, kill Justin, John, or Dustin. So which one, Randall?
Oh Jesus!
Whoa, what?
All right.
Hold on. I'm banging someone?
Yes.
Out of what? No,
Okay,
like,
out of the
like
guys in
shoot?
the group, you have to marry one, bang one, and kill one.
Yes.
Wait, but we have 4.
No,
Like, we
No,
have
no. Don't include me. I'm not in this thing. Like I'm asking y'all the question, so that's the thing.
Okay, so there's 3 options.
Oh,
Justin,
Jesus.
you're the farthest away, so I've got to kill you.
Bye, Justin.
Dustin,
believe
I
it.
think you'll be pretty loyal. I'll marry you. John, you're really sexy, so.
Thanks.
All right, Dustin.
I'm
Your turn.
heavy over here.
He couldn't say
My
it.
turn.
Yeah, your turn, Dustin.
Let's see. Since I am loyal, I will marry Randall. This is very nice. I feel bad for Justin, so I'll bang him. And then John, I'm sorry, but there's a gun behind you.
Oh no.
All right, Justin, your turn.
Well, I'd kill Randall 1,000 times now.
So much love.
Man, I don't know. Like, I love John, but I feel like he's too much of a bad boy. So I'd have to marry Dustin and just have a fun one night with John.
Body.
All right, John, your turn.
Let's see. The only one I know is I'll kill Dustin back. He always plays annoying decks. If it's hammers and lasers, yeah, that's the deciding factor. I'm killing you,
Who
Dustin.
plays those cards? Get out of here.
And then let's see. Justin likes to party, so likewise, Justin, we'll have a fun one night, and then I'll marry Randall.
All right.
He's a pretty good husband.
Who's the
Yeah.
Who's the third girl in? Oh, I'm trying to think. We'll have to 2 girls in Nashville.
What?
So we could do Leslie and Samantha. Well, we'll come back.
There's only 2 girls in Nashville. That's all we have.
I was thinking,
And all of Nashville,
All
just
of
me and
Nashville.
Leslie.
Yeah, that's all we have.
I mean, you can include Tracy,
yeah, but that's what I was thinking. But who's the 4th one?
Emma Watson.
No, that's
What about
Don't
Anne Marie?
Anne Marie? Okay, yeah, Anne Marie. So Samantha and Leslie.
Yeah.
It's Tracy. So we're including Tracy and Anne Marie. So. All right. So,
Hi, Tracy and Marie. Me first?
yeah, you go first, Samantha.
Well, I don't really know Anne Marie very well, so, I guess it would be very nice to kill her, but I guess I would, because I don't know her very well. And then I'll, bang Tracy and marry Leslie.
Yeah. I would definitely marry Sam because I know her the best. I would have to kill Tracy. I'm sorry, Tracy. I've only met you like once.
Tracy, you don't even know her name.
Oh no.
My bad. And then I would bang Anne Marie.
But Anne Marie's underage. No, she's 18 now. Never mind.
Nah.
We're good. We're good. We're good.
Why did you put her in here?
Huh?
No, she's underage. You have to kill her. You can't bang her. She's underage.
Well, she's 18 now, so we're good.
Why did you give us that option?
Huh?
If you weren't 18. Okay, I'm sorry.
Okay.
I'm going with 18. So.
She's 18, so we're good. What would you
Okay.
consider to be a tier 1 and tier 2 for states this weekend? We'll go Dustin first. Oh, how about this? We'll just go. What do you think is a tier 1 deck for this weekend?
Tier 1, Evital, Toad, and Garbodor.
Okay. John and Samantha.
Ditto.
Yeah, I'm trying to think of something else that would.
No, just Ditto.
Just.
No, yeah, same thing. Yeah.
I mean, yeah, it's definitely that. Maybe Verizian Genesect, because you've seen it topping quite a bit in some top 8s. But I mean.
Yeah, Adler was the only one who performed well with it at Kentucky.
Yeah, but yeah, anything with Toad.
Okay.
Toad Garb, Toad Yveltal, for sure.
Randall and Leslie.
Yeah, Toad Yveltal, Tier 1. Tier 2, probably Flareon, Virgin, and I feel like there should be a third one somewhere in there. Kyogre.
Okay.
I'd really have to agree. There's not much else. I mean, what is Tier 1 and what is Tier 2 is what it is.
Yeah. All right, Justin, your turn.
Flareon sucks. I don't know what you're talking about, so it's going to be really bad. I don't know. Like, I want to be out of the box and creative, but it's not. Like, Tier 1 is Seismitoad Garb.
Mm-hmm.
It's, like, you can't help it. Like, that's... Seismitoad Yveltal is like, you have to have something to beat that, no matter what. If you don't, you're going to lose.
Okay. So, what are your thoughts on Donphan this weekend? And we'll go Justin first, since you played the deck before.
Like, I've been thinking about it. Like, I have it partially sleeved. Like, I haven't taken it apart since Cities. Not like the deck, but whatever.
Yeah.
Like, I think it would be really good, because nobody's, like, the reason it fell off was because everybody started playing Yveltal Hard Charm, and that's just poops on Donphan. It's like, sorry, you're going to do -2 damage.
Mm-hmm.
And then you add in like a 1/1 line of Groudon. Like, it just seems so good. And I think it could be a really good play this weekend.
Okay. Randall and Leslie. Well, we'll go Leslie first.
Uh-oh.
I've played Donphan before, and I really enjoy the deck. And I mean, I played it like Justin said before. Yveltal started crapping all over it. But I think with Groudon, it's really improved.
Okay.
Yeah, Justin hit it on the head. It's still a good deck. It's one that I've played a lot with online and really enjoyed it. Being able to shift your late game focus to a Primal Groudon instead of worrying about enhanced hammers and Lysanders and things like that is definitely what the deck needed to kind of stay afloat. And if someone's not prepared to play against it, you can easily win it. Really, if you go in, avoid the Yveltal matchups, you've got just as good a shot as anyone at making cut.
Okay. Johnny Smith, sorry.
Yeah, I think it would be kind of unexpected. Not a whole lot of people playing it here, so obviously means we're not testing against it as much as we should.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah, probably a good call. And
Yeah.
now we're going to test against it tomorrow night. So,
Yeah, I mean, I don't have anything to say that hasn't already been said. Thinking about playing it against it with my metal deck, I'm just like, I'm not quite sure what I would do. I mean, it's got the Donphans that rotate, and yeah, it would just be tough.
yeah,
so,
that is a hard matchup for you.
Yeah.
Alright. And Dustin?
I agree. It depends on what matchups they go up against, and it depends what other kind of like wall techs that they add. I even think Sigilyph could be pretty decent right now. I know I was kind of dreading going against it at one point a couple weekends ago, but yeah, a lot of people are just forgetting about it, and like we have not tested against it recently. I think other people haven't too. So I mean, it could definitely be a contender, but hopefully they'll just like avoid Yveltal, avoid Seismitoads, and just go from there.
Yeah, AG Slash. That's right, Aaron.
Okay. So
That's the play.
what is everyone's opinion on slow playing? Intentional. What is your turning point where you have to be that guy and say something to your opponent? And we'll go with John and Samantha, because I know John likes this a lot.
Yeah, you see me looking up to the camera like, thinking about past opponents like, oh, that guy. I mean, I've had a few, there will be, I I'd probably wait longer than I should because it's like, oh, he's taking a minute. I'm sure I'll have a turn coming up where I'll have to think about it and he'll be cool. But my turning point, I've got a short fuse, so when they turn it on me and they've been taking like twice as long is when I was like, all right, hey man, you're taking twice as long as I am. And I should probably just say it earlier in the round, maybe not during game 3 when I started getting stressed about it. So, yeah, that's all I got to say about that. I'm starting to, my blood's boiling.
I never say anything. I'm too nice. Yeah. I'm too nice about it. I mean, the only time that it happens is if a judge is watching us and he actually tells my opponents to speed up, and that's happened a few times. But I just sit there and wait for them to make a move.
Yeah. I almost don't want to say something like, I've sat there before, like, seeing a judge a few feet away, and I'm, like, trying to make eye contact with him, like, come watch this. Tell him for me.
Oh, but if we're talking about, like, slow playing just to, like, stall, I mean, I think that's I don't think that's cool. Like, if you're intentionally just going slow, then I would probably say something, but I haven't really had that happen to me a lot. So.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't like it.
So, what about you, Dustin?
Well, I've had it happen to me before, and it's one of those situations where, you know, you really don't know when to say something, but usually I like to wait. You know, if it's once or twice, it's not that big of a deal, but if it's, you know, make a move, wait like 30-plus seconds, make another move, 30-plus seconds, then, you know, they're just really, really taking their dear sweet time about it. I'll say something, and I have before, and I've had people say it to me. But it's just one of those things where you just need to make a judgment call. So the higher ups you are in like rounds and tables, you just need to think, you know, is it worth saying something now, or, you know, is it okay to wait? Because sometimes it may be, sometimes it may not be.
That's true. All right, Justin.
It's really frustrating, but I mean, at the same time, for myself, like, I win game 1. Like, it's really easy to, like, not necessarily slow play, but to not play as fast as maybe I was playing game 1, or to do everything, like, with a ton of speed. Like, it's easy, like, okay, I'm going to slow down. I know we got whatever left. Let's just take our time. And then you get to game 3 and you're like, oh, crap. Like, this is going to tie. But I think, again, like, I tell myself, like, I'm gonna call a judge. I'm not going to let somebody slow play me, but you don't want to be that guy. You don't want to be that person who, like, everyone's like, oh, he's going to call a judge if you take more than 10 seconds to do something. And so it's always an awkward situation that you find yourself in of, should I call a judge? Probably, yeah, you should, but you don't want to come off as a jerk. But, I mean, I had a situation last week, or 2 weeks ago at Arkansas, where, you know, for the most part, the guy was taking relatively the same amount of time for every turn, and then his last turn before time was called, like, he took a long time, looked through his discard pile, looked through mine, looked through his hand, looked back through a discard pile, and then time was called, and he made an attack. I'm like, that's really sketchy, so I'm not a fan of it whatsoever.
Okay. And what about you, Leslie?
I'm not a fan of it either. I don't think it's a very sportsmanlike way to play the game. But I'm like Sam, like, I'm just too nice, I hate conflict, so I really won't say anything. But I've had judges come up and kind of, like, I guess, save the day, and they'll be the ones that will say something for me. Hi, Monty! But yeah, I'm in the same boat, and I really don't like it, but I get why some people do it if it's a very difficult, like, turn or something like that.
Sure. Wait, no, Randall, don't answer the question. My question for you is, Randall, as a judge, what do you do in these situations? Like, how do you decide, like, to get somebody, like, a prize penalty, or, like, get somebody a warning? Like, when do you, like, start calling people for slow playing?
I've never like come over any player's shoulder and made it a point to myself for them to make a move. It's always one of those things that I will I'll let their opponent or the other players kind of referee themselves there and decide what may be too long, or hey, can you watch this guy or whatnot. Even so, I think that even even if I had to come over and say something, it would just be a warning at first, unless it happens later on in the day, and of course it escalates from there. But generally, just that's something that is between the players. If it can kind of go against the nicer ones, I guess, which apparently all of us are. So you may be, because I'm the same way. I don't know if I've ever actually called a player out, or at least if I have, it's been a very, very long time. And often, we're going to be in Game 3 or near the end of Game 2 where I've already, lost the first match before I'm thinking, wait a minute, I should probably, hustle this up or whatnot. So just let the players decide, and it's going to be your discretion whether or not you think you need to call someone, or if you're just going to let it play out.
Okay. So I ran out of questions, but on the stream, somebody asked, what's the best 61st card? So if you're always like, I want this one card in my deck.
Town map.
Town map, okay.
Yeah.
Town map.
Yeah. Everybody else?
Yeah, Dustin, what's that last card you want to fit in yours right now?
Oh, we don't talk about that right now. But
Yeah.
I don't already have it in there. Jirachi. I always like to have it in there if I can.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'd go with Pokemon Center Lady. Like, I would love to have one or two in every single deck, but everything's just so tight. Like, that's usually, like, it's just so good right now, but there's just not room in a lot of decks.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, and on that note, I guess 06, one of my favorite cards, too, but sometimes he's just gotta cut him out.
Ooh.
Whatever.
I was gonna say town map. Randall took mine. But other than that, a fourth VS Seeker, because I only have 3 right now, and I can't find room for a fourth, and I would like to have 4. So.
But you can play 4 in Flareon.
Yeah, I've got 4 in mine.
All right, Leslie, what about you?
I don't know. They've kind of all been said.
Okay.
I like Jirachi. I like VS Seeker.
Pick something. You can't ride the rest of our answers.
She could pick an answer that's been picked though.
Laser.
Lazy. Okay.
I don't
Hit the
know, I just
180s.
said the first card that came into my mind. Pressure.
So, I guess the question I get asked a lot is, why can't somebody have a Team Fish Knuckle shirt, or why can't they be on Team Fish Knuckles? So.
Well,
Do you want to answer that question, Squeaky?
No, I just asked why, because we only have like the
Oh.
core people. We're not letting anybody else own it. So.
Yeah.
well, Aaron can't have one because he'll just take it off when he gets to Top Cut.
I don't know.
So-
He's not lying.
Britt asked, "Why am I not on Fish Knuckles?" So that was another question.
I don't know.
Because
I
he
guess
doesn't
we
live in
don't really
Tennessee.
know him that well. Yeah, and he's not in
Yeah.
Tennessee. You and Justin, I guess, are the only ones who really know him.
Mhm.
But it's a small group. I'd kind of like to keep it that way. Started out with kind of just the Memphis people. Kind of combines the Memphis with the Murfreesboro. Nice little family. I like it.
Okay.
Least favorite card in the format right now.
The Seismitoad.
Now, is it definitely Seismitoad, or is it the combination of things you put with
It's
Seismitoad?
nope, Seismitoad.
Okay.
Because I mean, you just can't like play the cards to even get rid of the cards that Seismitoad plays. Like, okay, let's say Seismitoad plays Crush Name and you're asleep. If you're not against Seismitoad, you can play against Switch to get out of the sleep. If you're Headringer, you can play the Tool Retriever to get the tool off of you. Stuff like that.
Yeah.
It's not
Mhm.
Well,
the
see, I did.
What?
Go ahead.
The combination of the two is what makes it broke. It's just like
True.
yeah.
True.
So.
John?
Seismitoad, Seismitoad is really annoying, but with the deck that I play, I'd have to say Garbodor is more annoying to me. So, what was the question again? The most annoying card? Yeah, Garbodor with the tool on it.
I don't know. I'm just talking. No, going off of what Squeaky was saying, I was like, him and I tested online. He played Toad Puff, and I was really set on Toad Trick Garbodor. I'm like, I can definitely get a tool on my Garbodor before he sets up his Slurpuffs, then he'll be out of luck. And then He turned. I beat him online. He didn't know it was me. He wasn't paying attention. He just got paired. But I think he just didn't draw well that one game because round 1 at Kentucky, I got slammed by it, and it was just like, here's Muscler Puffs, Quaking Punch, no tools on your Garbodor, and Garbodor didn't do anything all day, so it's kind of sad.
It's Dustin. What's your answer, Dustin? Is Dustin here?
Yeah. I personally can't wait till Laser rotates. I enjoy the card, but it's just it needs to go. It's had its time.
What about you, Randall Leslie?
I agree. Laser, definitely. Anything with a flip. Catcher, obviously, we saw how useless it became. Lysander is a great card for the effect. But Laser, being able to do damage without attacking or without using a Pokemon at all, just kind of bends the game a little too much for my liking. And of course, it probably wouldn't be played at all if we didn't have Verbank, but Verbank would open the door for more fun, poison Pokemon, poison attackers if we actually had them. But instead, Pokemon gives us Verbank, and then basically it's just like, here you go, here's the cards you're always going to play with Verbank, but we're not actually going to give you any Pokemon to take advantage of the gym the Pokemon would technically be in. So, kind of lame on their part, but it is what it is.
Sure.
Yeah. I mean, we have Toxicroak, but it's, like, super weak to Mewtwo.
Yeah, and then Gengar,
yeah.
which is all right. But Gengar's better off with Dimensional Valley, so...
Yeah. What about a card you want to see reprinted?
Dual Ball.
Super Rod.
If you say Junk Arm, I'm going to punch you. Anybody?
Junk Arm.
Yeah, Junk Arm.
All right, Justin.
And this is why he killed Justin.
I knew there was a reason.
Level Ball.
I would actually like BTS. I would love Broken Time Space.
Yeah.
Oh man,
Just imagine, everything's so overpowered now. Like comparatively to like when BTS was out, like turn 1 Blastoise, or we can when the new set comes out, turn 1 Garbodor with a duel, and you're like, well,
oh yeah, Moongus, that's right.
This isn't fun anymore. But
yeah.
I don't know, like Level Ball would be awesome, Dual Ball would be great. I think those two.
Yeah.
If I had to pick one, I think a really cool card to have in the metagame right now would be Machamp. The Machamp that lets you kill any basics.
Oh,
Yes.
yeah.
That would make a
Kind of
lot.
even it out a little bit, yeah.
It'd be really cool to have the Machamp. So,
Yep.
yeah. I mean,
I have a question for everybody.
okay.
Because I saw it posted on the Verbank post. So, like right now, like Squeaky's the only person who's putting videos out like consistently with regards to what's happening. Like, I haven't seen on YouTube or anything like this amount of like states, top 8 people interviewed, their decks or anything. Like we'll see them talk about it in Verbank, somebody will say something about it, but not to the extent of what it's done. And somebody said, can Squeaky influence the meta or control it? And so what do y'all think? Like, do you think, maybe not necessarily Squeaky, but just can people on YouTube who do post deck lists and videos, and with Puka, he posted that stupid Vileplume Victini Vanillix deck and a couple years ago, and everybody started playing it, and it was so stupid and dumb. But like,
Yeah.
what do y'all think about just the impact of, I guess, the interviews and the deck lists, articles, and all that stuff?
Absolutely. I definitely think it can reshape the meta.
It makes everything much more widely accessible. I mean, the amount of content that Squeaky's putting out for the YouTube channel and everything, I mean, it's just incredible how many different deck lists, different people we're hearing from, different matchups, and I mean, I know I've learned more recently just watching Squeaky's interviews and his videos than I have playing in the past 3 years. So I think it could definitely influence the meta.
Yep.
A big test will will be if we show up Saturday and there's a lot of Groudon Wailord, and if there are, we have Squeaky to thank for that.
Yeah.
I mean,
Or
Well,
Blade.
people just get so excited when a new creative deck comes out. It's like, oh, that top aided? Okay, yeah, let me try that out.
Yeah.
It kind of already has happened, because when I interviewed TJ and Kevin, nobody had seen a Kyogre deck that actually did good. There wasn't like a list
Yep.
out. Like nobody knew
Right.
how to run the deck. But when TJ and Kevin wanted to get their list out, they actually it helps. But I don't know if it
Absolutely.
I don't know if it controls the meta. Is the whole thing.
Yeah, if I said control, I didn't mean control. Definitely influences.
Yeah.
Influence. Yeah, sorry. I was just
Yeah.
going off of his post when he said like control the meta. Like
Yeah.
I don't think I think it's impossible to control the meta, because let's say if I was only giving stuff out, so you
Yeah.
have good players like, all right, I'm gonna counter this deck because that's what that's what you're supposed to do. Good players counter that deck. Well, then you got to think: are they good? Like, are they like really really good players going to counter that deck that beats that one deck? And now you still have this weird circle thing that really doesn't even happen. So
Yeah, trying to counter the counter, and then it still ends up as a hodgepodge. And then you try, like I did Toad Trick in Kentucky, and I was like, oh yeah, Eviltal, Seismitoad's been topping everywhere. I'm gonna do Toad Trick, take care of the Eviltals. I faced one all day. You know?
yeah,
So,
shout out to Serena. She said everyone's got such cute accents. So
And she wanted them Yankees.
no.
Southern draw.
I'm definitely the redneck, I guess.
Where's Serena from?
she's from Washington.
Yep.
Oh, yeah.
Which one? Washington State or
Yeah,
DC?
Washington State's. So
Okay.
she wants
Yeah.
a shirt too. So just to let you know.
Well, can we tell them we're working on a fan
Yeah,
style
you can talk about
shirt?
it. You can talk about it if you want to.
Okay, so yeah, we will be coming out with a fan shirt. We're just trying to make it kind of different from the team shirt. Not sure how we're going to do it yet, but there will be Fish Knuckle shirts available soon.
Yeah, there will be Team Fish Knuckle shirt available. So, and I think, like right now, we have Team Fish Knuckle shirts that are tank and shirts. Are we going to do tank and shirts too, like for everybody?
Oh, yeah, we could.
So,
We just have to take. We'll have to take pre-orders.
Yeah, if we do a big enough pre-order, they could get a hoodie if they wanted.
Yeah.
so yeah, I'll have a video in May about all this. So,
Yeah.
yeah.
Even though it's like, I know this is like a states video, like what do y'all think about the next set? Because it's going to be pretty impactful.
I really like it. You know, everybody's freaking out about. From what I hear, everybody's freaking about the Shaman. I think it's really good, but I mean, what are you gonna do if like I open Silent Lab?
Mm-hmm. So.
True.
So there's that, and then I'm kind of excited about the Latios that can attack on the first turn. The Reshiram with the ability is pretty cool, where you can attach a fire from your hand. It's all cool little things. I'm just not sure how to make it work together.
Mm-hmm.
Again, with the Verbank Laser, Latios, Muscle Band, you're at 60. Verbank Laser, you're at 90. Going back into your turn if they can't retreat, 120 right there, and you got to attack on your first turn. So that's pretty cool.
That's true.
1 energy, yeah. So.
I haven't looked at it that much. I know John and Jessica both agree to the statement, but Shaman's in it, so anything with Shaman's obviously really good. He lets you draw 7 cards, and he lets you do 30 and return to your hand, if I remember correctly.
6.
Yeah, up 6.
Oh,
yeah.
6. See, yep. So I mean, that's the only. Yep.
It's okay. I know. There's a Shaman on it, and
And it is not the fat form. It is sadly the skinny form. So
yeah. Well, how's the fat one gonna jump back up into your hand?
he doesn't have to. That
Yeah.
didn't have to be his attack.
Yeah.
Alright, so what's your favorite card ever printed?
Ooh.
Yikes.
I'll tell mine. Shaman level X land form.
Oh wait, what was the question?
Favorite card ever printed. Mine is Zekrom EX, the full art. I drew my mat with it. It's my favorite card ever because it's so pretty.
I think the first competitive thing I ever played was Dusknor, with Dusknor level X. I loved that when he died he became a stadium, and then if it was replaced he went back to your hand.
Mm-hmm.
It was so good. So I liked it, but then Unknown G came out and made Dusknor not good. So least favorite card, Unknown G.
I definitely have two favorites. The Devour Durant, because I topped a lot with that card. And then, why are you, what's that for, Justin?
Bad experiences.
And then the Lantern Prime that could change types. I topped a lot with that as well. So those are my top two.
Wait,
I'm still thinking. Pass.
Dustin or Justin?
Well, I guess my favorite would have to be the Half Art Bidu. Probably, honestly, it's Smeargle from Heart Gold Soul Silver era. Just the portrait ability, just stealing any supporter and using it out of your opponent's hand is pretty broken. So I enjoyed that in my CMT. It's pretty nice.
I guess my favorite competitive card would be Flareon because he's awesome and he's my favorite, and he's really good, obviously, right now. But I would say my favorite card of all time would be base set Charizard because I bought cards as a kid, but then one day I pulled it and I freaked out. I legitimately freaked out in the car, more than I should have. And that's what got me playing. I was like, okay, I finally have the card that I've wanted, so what can I do with these? I don't want to just keep them in the binder, and so that's what got me to start playing the first time.
Randall?
Okay. I'm glad Justin said the base set thing. Base set Hitmonchan. I didn't play competitively or anything. I actually didn't start playing competitively until about 5 years ago. But I remember having a group of friends in elementary school, and I was the only one that used Hitmonchan. Won a lot of games by God knows what kind of rules we were playing by. But then it was cool to flash forward, now and look back on that and see that, Hitmonchan was legitimately a good card. So I accidentally was using maybe the best card of that time, just out of coincidence or whatnot, and it did me well. But really, I guess Landorus CX, just because it's been in every deck that I've top cut with over the last 2 years, except for I think my first Battle Roads that I played Reshibor or something. But other than that, every time I've been at a top table, it's been with Landorus in some shape, form, or fashion. So okay. I'll go with that.
All right. Well, does anybody else say anything else, or we're good to go? Good to go.
See you this weekend.
Yeah, see everybody Saturday. Turn up. Alright. Well, thanks for everybody watching the YouTube channel and the Twitch channel if you're here too. So, take care, and I hope you enjoy the Twitch and the YouTube channel, or YouTube video. Alrighty, bye.